chef's career is not necessarily limited to a life cooking behind the stove. One can be an apprentice to one of the great bad boys of worldwide cuisine. One can also be a legend in the field of the culinary academe. But this next man that we're about to meet has done that and more. Right now, he's an entrepreneur. Let's meet Chef Redd Agustin.
I'm finishing the bagnet that has been cooking for about 3 hours, sun-dried for 4 days, and then oven for about 6 hours. So we'll see if the skin will crack. The drier the skin, the better. Cooking it slowly for the meat to be tender, like, you know, it's gonna be fall off the bone. The oil should be about 375 to 400. So as you see, ito yung difference niya sa typical na lechong kawali. And the good thing about it, after sun-drying it, it would only take 2 to 3 minutes deep fried. Let it rest about 2 to 3 minutes, and then that's the time you cut it. There you go. Okay, here's the bagnet. Yung iba, ang ginagawa, diretso kagad na putol. The problem is, nababasag yung skin. So, yun yung sikreto ng bagnet. So, what I do, I take out the skin, tabi mo yung skin, and then that's the time you start on the meat. Ito, nakadikit pa yung mga bones. As you see, it falls off the bone easily, without any force. Kasi nga, because it was slowly cooked, tapos chop nyo siya ng bite size, you lay it on the plate, and that's the time you start on the skin. By doing that, mas maganda nyo rin ma-arrange yung skin. Mas maganda nyo siya mag-garnish. Mas magiging mayabang yung bagnet. You garnish it lang with spring onions. If you want to put tomatoes, you can. The Pork Project Artisan Bagnet. Hey, thanks.
Hey, bro. Pare, kinuha na kita ng beer.
Thank you. Salamat.
This is an exchange for the bagnet.
And of course, the bagoong.
And the bagoong. These are your two signature products now.
Yes, I would say.
Super marasa yung bagnet. Super malinamnam. Hindi mo na halos kailangan ng sauce because by itself, sobrang sarap na. Sobrang lutong na. Puro na lang kanin. Pare, itong bagong na to, ulam to eh. When I eat, what do you call your bagoong?
Best bagoong ever.
It's a very humble name. The best bagoong ever. Ang maganda sa bagoong na to, hindi siya ganun kaalat eh. Ang hinahabol mo dito yung lasa at saka yung dinamnam. It's very flexible. And going back to this bagnet, actually, it starts off, ang laki nito eh.
Yeah.
2 kilos. So, over the process of cooking, gaano katagal?
The cooking process, aabutin ng mga 5 to 6 hours. It's basically brined muna because a lot of moisture mawawala eh.
How long is the brining process?
Brine 1 day.
Okay.
At least 1 day. Tapos, you're gonna cook it for about 5 to 6 hours. Sabi nila trade secret, but I do first, kino-confit ko muna, very slowly. And then,
explain confit. What's the process?
It's cooking things or cooking food in its own fat. The confit or confit.
So, ginigisa ka sa sarili mong mantika.
Yeah. Dahan-dahan, ini-steam ba?
Dahan-dahan. Oh.
So, confit, after that, hango, patuyo. Tapos, I cook it in flavored water. Flavored water, aromatics, sibuyas, bawang, ginger, asin. So, yun na yung flavoring na. Hango mo yun, air drying ang medyo matagal. Kung maganda ang araw, 3 days.
Okay.
Pag hindi, 4 days. Tapos i-chill mo sa gabi.
The whole process is what, 6 days?
6 days, yeah.
Ito, latest journey mo to, di ba? Ngayon, entrepreneur ka na.
Yeah.
Gumagawa ka ng bagnet, gumagawa ka ng best bagoong ever, meron pa mga adobo flakes.
Yeah.
Na lahat masarap. Because what you see here, it's not just a guy who decided, I'm gonna leave my corporate job. I'm gonna cook because I love to cook. Redd, you've had 26 years of experience.
Yeah.
Kwento mo sa akin yung... Ito, fascinated ako. Historically, one of the greatest American chefs is a man named Jeremiah Tower.
Yeah, he's the father of California cuisine.
He's the father
started it all.
of California cuisine. Ito yung siguro pinakaunang celebrity chef,
Exactly,
di ba?
yeah.
But he was ahead of his time. Nangyari to 1980s,
80s, yeah.
early 90s. Jeremiah Tower had a restaurant in Glorieta.
Yes.
And among others, so many of the most established chefs now work for him, including this guy. you were the sous chef.
I was one of the few chefs.
He was one of the sous chefs.
Apat kami.
Okay, so paano ka napasok kay Jeremiah Tower?
I was in the yacht club before, Subic. I was one of the chefs in Jack's. It's the French restaurant.
Okay.
I saw this ad and I tried applying because I was in Subic na siguro mag 1.5 years na eh.
Okay.
From Cebu and then Subic. And then I got a chance to talk to a very dear friend of mine now, Buddy Trinidad. So, got an interview a week after. I was already at Stars.
From there, so I mean, what a tough act to follow.
Yeah.
You became legendary as an educator. What was your secret there? I mean, paano yung transition ito?
One of the hardest when during my first sem in university.
Yeah.
Because I used to teach in culinary schools.
Yeah.
University, iba yung kultura, iba yung mga estudyante.
There's politics.
Yeah, there's politika. You try gradually to step down, lower down your voice, and you have to think na hindi mo naman mga kusinero tong mga to. You only see them once a week.
Yeah.
The good thing about it, the difference is, when I speak to my students, I speak also like a father.
As a mentor, what is your greatest achievement?
To be remembered.
Okay. Are you?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
Right now, we have this. And so you have Redd, the chef, Redd, the mentor, and now Redd, the entrepreneur. How did this come about?
Okay. Yung bagoong, I went to Marikina and then I just cooked bagoong and my wife said, oh, ang sarap ah.
Yung sarap talaga.
Sabi ko, subukan ko kaya magbenta. So I started mga microwavable eh.
Oh, so timpla mo to lahat.
Microwavable. Tapos, ako yung tipong tao na pag may ginawa ako at pag hindi ko na perfecto, hindi ko titigilan yan.
OC.
OC ako.
In a good way. But
Oo.
it's food. Eh. Dapat
Oo.
OC ka talaga. Oh.
It's not, as of now, it's not very lucrative. But, hindi naman yung kasi yun yung goal eh.
What's the goal?
Parang ganito. I would like, when you eat our bagnet, when you eat our products,
Yeah.
yung matikman mo kung ang sarap nga niya.
Dapat ganun eh.
Yung matatandaan ka.
This, my friend, best bagnet ever. Thank you for this.
Thank you.
Cheers, buddy.
Thank you. Cheers.
Mabuhay.
Thank you for this. Thank
Yep.
you for this.
Okay, finally, here's what I came in for. Oh my God. You weren't kidding, huh? So this is really a violent, this is not a gentle simmer. It's a violent bubble, okay?